What is cross-site scripting? Cross-site scripting, XSS, is a type of vulnerability that occurs when an attacker is able to inject malicious code, typically in the form of a script, into a web page viewed by other users. This can allow the attacker to steal sensitive information, such as cookies and session tokens, from the victims. Some examples of XSS vulnerabilities include unvalidated input. If a web application does not properly validate user input, an attacker could potentially inject malicious code into a form or query. Lack of output encoding. If a web application does not properly encode user input in the output, an attacker could potentially inject malicious code into the web page. DOM-based XSS. If a web application does not properly validate and sanitize user input when it is used to update the document object model (DOM) of a web page, an attacker could potentially inject malicious code into the page. Insecure error handling. If a web application does not properly handle errors, an attacker could potentially use error messages to gain information about the web application and exploit XSS vulnerabilities. It is important to properly validate and sanitize user input, use output encoding, validate and sanitize user input when updating the DOM, and handle errors securely to protect against XSS vulnerabilities.